If you all could please take a look at the words that we have here on the screen. If you could take a look, discuss at your table the meanings of these 4 words and what they all have in common. So take about 2 minutes to do that. You ready? You ready? Okay, we're getting ready. Ms. T. Alexander and Shemaya are going to discuss our words. They're going to discuss decade, decimeter, decagon, and decathlon. Thank you. Okay? What's a decade?
It's 10 years. Speak up. It's 10 years.
Okay. And the decimeter?
Is 1/10. Yeah. 1/10 of a meter.
Okay. The decagon?
A figure of 10 sides.
And the decathlon?
10 events.
It will be 10 events. Okay? Thank you all for coming up. So, what do they have in common? What do all these words have in common? They all have 10 in common. Okay? Tonight, we're going to be using base 10 blocks to demonstrate the tens, to demonstrate the relationship among the tens. Okay? Do we have similar uses for fractions, decimals, for fractions and decimals? Can we interchange them? Fractions and decimals? Yes. Anyone know any way that we can change from one form to another form? You can break them down. Tiavian. You can exchange, okay? Chance. You put it in simplest form, okay? Is there a connection between decimals and fractions? No connection? What connection do you have? Okay, both of them are part of wholes, or part, good job. Okay? How can we use money to help teach our children about decimals? How can we use money, the parents? How can we use money to help you all? How can we use money? How can we use money to help our children learn more about decimals? Okay? I need everyone to turn to BLM 28. Turn to BLM 28. Okay. You're going to cut on the black solid lines. You're going to cut on the black solid lines. Go ahead and cut both parts out. You're going to cut on the black solid lines.
I wasn't a very good color.
I'm wonderful. Cut on the black solid lines.
That's the best I ever cut. Okay.
4, 5. There's a big difference in the temperature.
You're going to take your first strip. You're going to cut on the dark solid lines to form 2 strips with 10 parts. This first strip, dotted lines are to be labeled with fractions. You're going to label this with fractions to show the relative position of this line. You are not labeling the area, you are labeling the sections, the position of the dotted lines. Each line will have a fraction that contains a denominator of 10. You're going to start at the bottom from 0 and it's going up to 1. Each dotted line has a denominator of 10. Okay? Okay, let me have your attention, please. So one strip you have that contains your fractions. Another strip you have contain your decimals. Do you see anything, if you put both strips next to each other, do you see any fractions as an equivalent to its decimal counterpart? Okay, Mr. Daniel, what do you see? How do you, out as a fraction or a decimal? Okay. And what is its fraction equivalent? It would be 1 over 10. Okay, Mr. Daniel said 0.1 is read 1/10, and it's also read 1 over 10 or 1/10 as a fraction. Okay, can any of the students tell me what 1 over 10 means? Chance, what does that mean? If we had pizza tonight, what would 1 over 10 mean? Out of 1 slice out of 10. Okay, Mr. Allen gonna pass out money tomorrow. He's gonna give this. He's gonna pass out this amount. Mr. Allen is gonna pass out this amount. So how much money would this be? This is 10 cents. Okay. All right, parents, your babies are saying that this is $1. They're saying that this is $10. It's 10 cents. This is 10 cents. Okay? So we read this as 1/10 and 1/10. Okay? Now, I want you to look at your decimal strips. Look at the decimal strip. I want you to find what decimal number is between 7/10 and 8/10. Find what is midway between 7/10 and 8/10. What amount is between 7/10 and 8/10?
7.5.
Okay.